Then you see Zelensky being chucked out like a kind of failed contestant on The Apprentice, and Trump saying, that made great TV. That's what he said. And times are so serious now. On my way here, I went past the Anzac Memorial in Hyde Park, and I looked at the names of the places where Australia's sons had died, and a lot of them are a long way from Australia. I was actually quite moved by that, particularly right now, because in the Second World War in particular, I think Australians recognised that there's something more at stake than one country's sovereignty. It was an idea of freedom and democracy, and that is at stake again now. I've been lying awake in bed, worrying that my teenage son, just started university, may have to fight in a war. The way to stop that happening is for democratic countries to be as strong as possible. Now, that's what will keep us safe. There is talk about whether that coalition are willing, which I think we have to assume probably won't include America now. Whether that, Canada was invited to the summit at Downing Street the other day, that's not part of Europe. I think whether Australia, South Korea, Japan ultimately need to stand firm in this belief of democracy and freedom I think that is going to be on the agenda. And, that memorial reminds me, that we're a hell of a long way from Europe right now, but there is a connection and a shared belief in a certain set of values which are worth fighting for.
Tom, you're very emotional. You're saying you've got a son. Just give us a sense, because we are very physically far away. We have our own region and issues to worry about, but of that real fear, that tangible fear at the moment.
I've never thought this before in my children's life, but it does feel like that. So feels like the lights are going out again. And what happened in the White House, perhaps we should have expected it. But, we were beginning to hope, the visits of Macron and Starmer to the White House previously, it looked like maybe, there was going to be some sort of security guarantee, minimal security guarantee, to enable Ukraine to stand strong. Then you see Zelensky being chucked out like a kind of failed contestant on The Apprentice, and Trump saying, that made great TV. That's what he said. And times are so serious now, and it feels like kind of a sort of stag party's taken over the White House.